time for me and my old monitor to part ways. Alright, so let's talk about the basics here. I'm not going to give a readout of the full specs. If you want that information, I'll link it in the description below. You can take a look at it yourself. This isn't that type of video. But basically what we have here is a 7-inch touchscreen monitor that displays full 1080p resolution. The actual resolution on this thing is Full HD 1920 by 1200. It doesn't need to display 4K resolution, especially in a package this small. When you try to squish down 4K to such a small screen, you kind of lose the quality anyway. So really, there's no point in making a monitor this small that displays 4K resolution, in my opinion. The 702 Touch has all of the inputs I would ever want. We've got the professional SDI inputs right here for in and out video. We have HDMI in and out here for the more prosumer, consumer level products. And one new addition that I'm super happy about that's built directly into the monitor is a power input. None of the other monitors from SmallHD that I've had that, and you always had to get some weird adapter or something like that to get power to it. Yeah, 4 bad boy only 3. You got 3 bad boy quarter 20 mounts here to be able to mount this pretty much anywhere at any angle. One other new thing that I'm not quite sure how I feel about, but it's fine for me, is that the back of the battery plate here now only takes Sony batteries stock. You can get a V-mount or a gold mount adapter to go back here, but no longer does it take Canon batteries. I already had Sony batteries anyway, not a problem. And we lost the sun. It's hard working with Mother Nature as your key light. And now we wait for the sun to come from underneath the clouds. So I've used this monitor a handful of times already, and here are my first impressions, my first takes. It's a little bit heavier than their previous 702 line. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe they had to put a little bit more in there to make the screen touchscreen. Could be any number of reasons, I don't know. It's just a little heavier. Not a huge deal for me because the quality is way better. Specifically, the thing that I like the most about it so far is how bright it gets. It can get up to 1500 nits brightness. I don't know what nits stands for, but it has to do with how bright it gets. My other monitor before this only got to, I think, 400 nit brightness, which is a huge upgrade for me. I wasn't able really to see my other monitor outdoors. It just wasn't bright enough. This one, I can definitely see outdoors. As long as you can get the glare off with like a sun hood or an angle or something like that, it is good and it is bright and I love it. The touchscreen's pretty good, it's pretty responsive. There's been a couple times where I've been messing with it and there was a slight delay, and I think mostly that was just because I wasn't pressing hard enough on the monitor to get it to respond. Overall good though, and no complaints. One thing I'm incapable of doing no matter how hard I try and how careful I am is properly putting on a screen protector. I just can't get it perfect. But a screen protector, especially with a touchscreen, I think is pretty crucial. One other thing I noticed about this 702 Touch versus the 702 Lite is that it gets hotter. I think a lot of that has to do with the brightness of the screen. It's never too hot. I haven't grabbed it and gone ouch, but it does make me worry about having it outdoors in the sunlight for an extended period of time. Gotta clean off all the fingerprints I just put on it. In conclusion, I feel like I'm typing a high school essay. In conclusion, this is a great monitor. It was a great upgrade for me from my SmallHD 702 Lite. And it's really gonna be a good monitor for anybody that wants a bigger screen than just their camera screen to look at. I also use it for client purposes. Even though it's kind of small, I can still set this in front of a client and give them a picture of what I'm shooting. So yeah, if you need a monitor for video production at all, check out SmallHD. Thanks for watching the video.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want.